Whoa, whoa.
Whoa.
Hey, what's up with everybody, man? Today good Tuesday. Y'all know what it is. EME Tuesday, man. We here today. We blessed. You know what I'm saying? Everybody woke up this morning. Everybody gave thanks to God, man. First and foremost, this morning we made it. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I'm just happy to be here today. You know what I'm saying? And be around my family and my friends and people who care and love you, your support team. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all for getting up in here and making it happen. Today's show gonna be special because we got my guy. It good. Yeah. We got my guy, you know what I'm saying, my president, you know what I'm saying. I salute, you know what I mean? And he gonna be here and we're gonna make it about him. We're gonna talk about what he got going on in the community and how he helped us, how he made us better, how he make his family better, and everything around him better. So, you know, I like to give it up to Mr. Charles Benson, a.k.a. Charlie Mack.
The Mack.
Whoa, me. I represent the people, my brothers, everybody. This is a great Tuesday. I love y'all.
Yeah, he like this. He like this, man.
Man.
So y'all should see us in the apartment, man. We've been through schools, man. We've been through hell and back, man. But we serious job done. That's my guy, man.
You got a new place now?
Yeah, man. God bless me, man. I'm able to have my own crib. You know, my brother held me down when I needed it. When I came back, he held me down. He provided me a place to rest my head, and now God has allowed me to get into my own spot.
How long you been back?
I've been back since September.
Okay.
See, about September.
Yeah, about 4 months.
I like my crib, yeah.
Yeah, you like being back?
Man, I miss my family, but I like what I'm doing.
Right.
I like what we're doing. Right. We're doing something amazing and game changing in the community. We're collaborating with other nonprofits and businesses just to make Little Rock better and decrease the violence. We're trying our best to decrease the violence by some percentages. So, hey, with God on our side and us as a unit, we can't be stopped. I think the programs that we're trying to initiate and propose, I think they're very effective in a short term and a long term viewpoint. Because short term, it provides jobs because we help provide opportunities and resources to parts of the city that haven't had those opportunities. They call it disenfranchised. I just say that they haven't known about it or they haven't been able to tap into it. Mm-hmm. But when you partner with people from other communities and it makes that bridge a little better. And you can get those resources. Like we collaborate, and one of our main sponsors, if not our big brother, is Paul and Restore Hope. Right. And the things that we do together with Restore Hope and 100 Families, man. They don't even know who 100 Families really is though, because it's in other cities in Arkansas more prevalent. Yeah. Like
Restore Hope.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Like Cersei.
Well, it only been here like what, 1 year? 100 Families. As far as
100 Families it was launched about 3 years ago in Fort Smith. Mm-hmm. And 100 Families is just the ability for a lot of different organizations in a community. So the community owns it. They come together and they're going to help 100 families at a time move from crisis to career. Right. And so it started 3 years ago in Fort Smith, and now it's over in Van Buren, Alma, that Crawford County area, and in Cersei, and we just launched here in Little Rock 9 months ago.
This way came in.
What about Restore Hope?
Mm-hmm. And so Restore Hope is the organization that I work for that helps communities actually innovate. So our tagline is Community Justice Innovation. So how do you help a community that wants to have better outcomes, help people get jobs and get housing and decrease crime? How do you help them do that? So we've got some software and a model that helps them do that. And 100 Families is one of those models. It brings everyone together, organizes up the help that's there, and you get to track outcomes. So you know what's going on. Right. You also know what you need to work on.
Right.
And so if you can bring community leaders together and they can actually see what's really going on, then you can make it better. If you can measure it, then you can attempt to make it better.
Yeah, you can adjust it if you can measure it.
And that's one major thing y'all taught EME was the data catalog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That means a lot. You know what I'm saying? People are connecting together, keeping the data of what's going on, so you know where to correct your wrongs and what next move you need to make. So
Paul,
we learned a lot.
What you always say, if you don't write it down, it never happened.
Right.
It's good for like artists and stuff.
Yeah,
like especially business going through artists and you be able to, show what you got going on. You be able to prove you exist.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So.
And the audit is what? Let the people know what an audit is.
An audit's when a group will come in and take a look at what you were supposed to do and what you did.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you handle your money? Did you do programming right? Did you follow the rules? And so it's a real examination into how you act and can you be trusted to do programs? Can you be trusted with money?
Mm-hmm.
And so we're getting ready. It's the beginning of the year, so we're about
you
to
ready for that audit. So
here's the kicker. Is you got to pay for it too.
You got to pay for your own looking
We're paying, and they're going to come in and they don't care.
So people keep up with your receipts and your paperwork and have your stuff filed for your quarterly. Have all your quarterly things done.
Quarterly, annually.
Just have all your business in order, man. Just so you'll be ready for
transparency.
Right.
Yeah.
Can you be trusted?
Taxes.
Do you do what you say?
Right.
These
are the things we had to learn. It's for, these things, Paul and them, and Restoring Hope. Shout out to Restoring Hope, Governor Hutchinson. You know what I'm saying? Just all those programs and teaching us how to move forward as a company and to do the right thing as a company. And we able in return to teach the people that we're around and stuff like that. So each one teach one.
The thing that I'm excited about that y'all are doing is, if you think about it, really just in Little Rock, we're in trouble. We got a lot of violence. We've got more kids in foster care. So we usually are running somewhere around 450, 500 kids in foster care in Pulaski County. We're over 700 and been there for a year. And that affects, people don't want to work in DCFS, so a lot of them have quit. It affects the courts. And so you've just got all this stuff. It's cascading consequences. It affects schools. The families are now going to school and they're hurting, and so the school starts to hurt. And so how in the world do we get in there and do all that we can do? And so one of the things that y'all have really taught me and that I'm excited to see is, how do you resource leaders in their own community to run programs and do what you say you're going to do on the program, but do it in a way that the community understands, recognizes, likes, can engage with. And because if we keep doing what we've always done, we're going to get exactly what we're getting right now. And I think we can do better.
I do too. I think the way that we've partnered with so many different people. See, that was the thing before. I thought, and when you watch it, it's like one group trying to do this, and then another group's trying to come in and do this, and they're not on the same page. And once you understand each other's dynamics and what's the end goal is to save the community and help the community.
Right.
So we have to get together and get to that goal.
That dialogue, that open dialogue.
That's what it is. And one way that we all united was breaking bread and eating meals together. Yeah. That's just one of the basic ways that you unite with someone that's not from the same culture or see the same things you do, by eating with them over a meal. It softens the situation. Right. You're not as harsh and you're not defensive or offensive. You're neutral now because we're both eating. Yeah. So now we can talk and it can be a sensible conversation about things that 30 minutes ago we couldn't talk about. Breaking bread with one another. That's one way I see it. And we have a program that's coming up where we're going to be eating with people and sitting them down and helping them understand where they are in life and how to progress to a better way. Paul, you want to kind of inform them on the program that I'm talking about? Yeah,
so Charlie Mack's really key in this program, but so Community Justice Innovations. If you get out on parole, and you catch extra charges, which a lot of people do. A lot of times you'll go do 90 days inside the jail. And so it's, they put you in, they're trying to decide, are we going to violate your parole? So you go back to prison so it's kind of a timeout, or you collect enough points. Struggling with substance abuse, you keep popping positive on the UA, and so we're going to put you back for 90. The folks that are doing 90 in the Pulaski County Jail, any jail in Arkansas, are probably going to have their parole all the way revoked. They're high risk to recidivate is what they call that on a standard test, which means you're about 75-80% likely to go back to prison.
Right.
And so what y'all are doing that I'm really excited about, and the Department of Justice, which the grant is paying for this is very excited about is y'all are going in and doing some intervention. So working with Sheriff Higgins here in Pulaski County, he gave y'all a barracks, 40 beds, and you're picking these 90-day folks, and you're putting them in there, and you can do some classes on the inside and do your case management deal on the inside, and then be with them as they're coming back out. And so what we're hoping, anything in this world is 10% change is a big deal. And I think y'all are going to hit 20%. You're going to help reduce that. 75%, I think you're going to drop it to around 50%. I do think that.
So when they come out, you saying that we provide them when they come out a life coach. I mean, somebody that's going to show them how to walk out here, man. Like some of these people don't know, like when they get out, they don't know where to go. They don't know how to fill out an application. They don't know how to look for a job. They don't know nothing but their regular street life. And what we provide is that we've been where they been. We relate to them. We understand where you been. Now we finna show you how to come home and get to where we trying to be. We ain't fully where we want to be, but we somewhere where we can show somebody.
But you're on the journey.
Yes.
You're down the road.
Yeah, you can walk this route. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We got a good route. You know what I'm saying? And people look at it, it's helpful.
And it's also like in the near future, our resource program.
Yeah.
Like we trying to get as to where is when you come home, we able to hold your hand and be like, hey brother, hey sister, come over here. We have a resource program. You can go here and file for your jobs. We might have jobs already waiting for you. We just want to have it where the resources are on point and that you can come back into this society, man, and just do your thing. Right. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to run right back to the streets. So
a support team.
Right, you have a good support team.
We got a good support team. We good for even walking in courts. Messing with, they know that we doing the right thing, and you going and we able to vouch for. We able to show that, look, man, this person ain't as bad as what we think they was. You know what I'm saying? Right. They get out here, they get out here, and they really trying to turn their life around. When I did that counseling job. Back then, that was one of the things that they liked. You know what I'm saying? When I was a camp, when you can help write their letters, or you can put them in your program, and you can show that they actually prospering and genuine with it. Because it's going to show if you ain't trying to help yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was hard on mine. If they weren't doing right, I tell them they weren't doing right. But I also showed them, this is where we need to take. Now, if you feel to do it this way, you need to do it that way, too. You know what I'm saying? Like, can't all the way be, like, wrong and I do no rights with it. You know what I mean? So that's what we got to learn, too, coming home.
But this DOJ program is even more in-depth than that, Turtle, because you go in there with them before they get out and start teaching them and mentoring them and encouraging them and empowering them. And when they see you come in there every week, they see that somebody's taking time out of their life where they could be doing something else, and he's here with me. That means something. And then when you're giving them pieces and nuggets each day, you can't give it all to them one day. You got to feed it to them every day because it's a growth thing. Just like we had to grow, and it was stages and steps. We also have to take those same steps with other people. And sometimes, honestly, everybody's not on that same growth spurt. Some are slower than others. So that's why Cambry and I and the other people that are involved, man, we go in there and just talk from our heart. Like you said, we've been there where you are. I've been in this cell before. So I'm trying to show you an exit strategy that's legit, where you can leave this alone and be representing to your family as a man and as a person that really wants to save their family through hard work.
Hey, when they give us the 40 beds, right, the people, is that something we picking, or that's something that we like? They know that this 40 beds going to them, or they directly asking for us? How do the people get to get in contact with us?
They have to be eligible. They have to follow certain eligibility. Right. Like you said, 90 days. Right. And then it's TANF.
These folks,
DOJs.
Yeah, these folks
are DOJs.
Might be TANF, but they don't have to be because DOJ is paying for it.
Right. So it's usually DOJ.
And, they got to be on parole and then got violated for some reason. Right. Something happened there. Right. Got bad UAs.
Right. We got to stop this. Keep them from going in. And what I love about the DOJ program is intimate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nobody know their business, and it's one-on-one.
And you're there. You know what I'm saying? When I say the intimacy of it, you know what I'm saying? It's you actually have a relationship with these people. It's different than you just having a parole officer and, hey, you do this, woo. But when you have somebody that's there and who cares. We
and walk out that door.
We there in like a 24-hour support line.
That's what it is.
So whenever you need us, however you need us, we there.
I mean, we got one for our ward, you know what I'm saying? They call us 24 hours.
24 hours.
As soon as you
man.
get up in there, you hit that button, you call us, hey, you know what I'm saying? And we do what we can to help them. As far as helping them get behind their bonds, let's see what situation they in.
Right.
See how we can help them in any kind of way so we can be prepared for when they come home and we get out. So, man, we a powerful unit, man.
Yeah.
This stuff that they build us to be, man, and the route that they showed us to take is a blessing.
And
bro.
Mac, you know why it's so powerful, and you powerful, brother. Paul, y'all powerful. It's one of the first programs of its kind.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we can
innovative.
we actually teaching the nation
A new way to behave, a new way to think. Because
of social justice.
And like Paul said, if we keep doing it the same, we're gonna keep getting the same results. Like these, man, I'm a movie junkie, man, and in most of these action movies, everything is going crazy, and then the new guy, with the Maverick, he comes along and does it a different way. The hero, he's different, and it changes everything. Right. That's what I see us as heroes, literally. Like we're gonna save this city, and it looks so funny and weird to me because of what I was doing in the past. So you know what I'm saying? It's coming 360-fold that God can change anybody, and everybody should change. If you aren't changing, you sitting still, and sitting still is not growth.
Right.
We gotta grow.
Right.
Either if you grow worse or get better, you still gotta grow. And being stagnant is not going to do anything in our community. So we have to shake it up like dice. Sometimes we got to shake it up and throw it out there and make it work.
Yeah.
Can't sit around and be idle. What they say, idle mind is the devil's workshop. So got to keep that brain busy, that brain going, especially in a positive way.
But building these programs, that's good, bro. Like, they give us something to do. They give us something to believe. You know what I'm saying? That's a next level step. You know what I'm saying? So that's,
we restoring hope, man. We restoring hope, producing hope.
Yeah.
And we empowering our environment. Come on, man. We changing the game, man. Everything.
And then we got 100 families
that we saving.
And most of all, it's
thank you, God.
It's the information. It's the information. It's the knowing of it, knowing what to do, knowing when to do it, knowing how to do it. Yeah. That's what's so special about this program, and it's special about, you know what I'm saying, somebody like Mac being a leader in the forefront. He has the information that y'all lead. You know what I'm saying? And that's what our neighborhood and our people lacking is the lack of information. So we able to put that information out here through that DOJ program, man. It's gonna be powerful.
First hand in our neighborhood, man. It's the first time in our ward.
And then Sheriff Higgins, he from the hood.
Man,
It's a connection, man.
Right.
It's just literally us changing it it's like from the inside out. Like Paul was talking about, leaders in the community helping the community. Right. That's what it looks like.
Life coach.
You know, so much. There's kind of two of the extremes that I've seen in people trying to do criminal justice reform. And the two extremes are, you want mass incarceration. So, you know, you're doing wrong, so we're going to lock you up. And the other is kind of lawlessness. You need to understand what people through, and that ain't good either, because now your public safety's gone.
Right.
But to really come as innovative as y'all are, and to be able to say, I've been where you are, right? But I also know where some help is. If you want it, I'll be with you.
Right. If you want it, though.
Yep,
if you want it. That's right. If you don't want it, then we know where you're headed.
Right.
Statistically,
and don't even waste our time. Don't even waste your time.
Yeah.
Statistically, us if you really want,
ain't gonna be good for you.
Because all us at this table, because we really wanted it at the time.
We wanted bad.
All of us was at our last point.
We always
and I know
wanted
Paul done been there in business, because I started with him way in 2012, 16. We was at our last slum. We sit there like, man, what we gonna do? It's the last of the grant money. What we gonna do?
The fourth quarter.
So, you know, I know we've been at our last point. So you know what I'm saying? We gotta show growth and stay down. Patience too.
Right. Patience. Patience. Definitely patience.
And with this program, the deal, it's going to take work for them, too, because they're going to have to want it.
Yeah.
Because
they got to believe it.
Change is tough.
Right. I never been back to prison. I'm proud to say that.
Never been back out of all of
it. I remember that day when I got out. I got down in the bus because I got out in El Reno. And I said, I ain't looking back. And I got out in the bus, closed my eye. I said, hey, man, tell me when we all the way down the road. You feel me? When we got all the way.
You didn't want to see the prison.
I ain't want to see it. I never looked at the prison or what it looked like. But
just done with it?
I was done with it. Yeah. I ain't going back there.
You were down how long?
I was down 12 and a half. You know what I'm saying? But it was just something I want, regardless, I'll be out here broke. Rich in jail. It's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And you got to have that mind frame, and you got to stick to that mind frame whatever goes on, because a lot gonna come your way, especially as a convicted felon. Then you got to be out of here with all these dangerous people. So
can't protect yourself.
You can't protect yourself, and you
it's hard.
All these, you know what I'm saying, different things coming at you. Now your family problems and everything is coming at you.
You just had something go on this weekend.
Woo! You know, that way. And you can't protect yourself. So how you
just craziness going on, popping caps and
all that. So
just trying to get out of the
way. And make sure you don't get hit by no stray bullet. And you gotta learn, and it really, that's my bad, because you gotta know how not to be in those type of spots.
You gotta learn how to maneuver
in those environments. You're gonna have to learn how to maneuver those type of things. You gotta learn how to, some family problems and some neighborhood problems, you just can't show up for them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna learn. You got.
That was my whole thing. I used to show up for everybody's problem.
Right.
I got a lot of enemies for other people. I really was cool with everybody. Then all of a sudden, I got enemies because of my partner.
Right.
So a lot of people got to work on that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just know how to say no, bro. Know how to be like, man, I ain't in that. I ain't on that, bro. Ain't on, bro. It's growth over here. You ain't talking about no business. You ain't talking about, you know what I'm saying, running no program, helping my community. We ain't on that, man. You can go over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, line of protection, man, that's deep in our community, and that's what we trying to provide, too. And that's what we need, too. We need more of it, too, around NME, especially for the work we doing in our community. So we got to make sure that we protect it, too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, when you leaders, you know what happened to leaders, especially our kind.
Man, in our community, our leaders don't never grow old.
We scared, too.
They don't never grow old.
Right. We want to help you.
They die young.
Right, yeah.
The good die young.
We want to help you, but we be scared to deliver the information because stuff might happen. But you know what I'm saying? We willing to take this risk, and we ready to play the game. So we all done sacrifice and do what we need to do. You know
and we
mean?
change the narrative of that. You know what I'm saying? Because we show our, man, we just talking about that today earlier, Paul. We all on the phone, man, like how we gonna make our community safe as to where is, we know the line, our community don't like the police like that. We understand, but at the same time, there has to be some type of law and presence there. Even, okay, if y'all don't like the police or whatever, we need to select people out of our community that's non-felony and all that, and we need to make them our police officers and let them parole. They need to patrol our community.
Right.
We need more police presence in our community, but we need community police.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
To understand the people.
Yeah, no hearts, but I don't need a white gentleman from Benton patrolling.
You don't need me to come down there?
No.
I can't say that. One time a white
can't come to your hood.
Oh, yes, sir. Stay in my hood.
One time I was in the fever and the white homie from for the police, he caught me in the fever and he took me home. You know what I'm saying? To my mama. He didn't take me to juvie and
right. That's the one. That's the one.
Yeah.
The moral of the story is right.
Yeah.
Carl won't rest or just jack up little Jun because he ride here.
Right, because he know the family.
He gonna take little Jun home and hey, next time we'll discipline you in the neighborhood.
Right.
You gotta run 20 laps, do this, or clean up the community or something like that.
Don't disrespect me.
Right, it just has to be a different way of policing the community instead of lock you up, go to jail. We have to have other different solutions.
Yes, other avenues, other avenues where we can bring our young people together out of the situation instead of pushing them back, because in the community doing bad is cool.
Right.
Going to jail is cool.
It is.
I'm just telling you the truth. It's almost like a rite of passage. It's like you're not a man until you go to jail because your uncle, your daddy, your granddaddy, everybody else been to jail. So it's normal. Like when you come out, it's like a party.
We got to protect ourselves.
We ever have parties to go to prison. So,
we got to protect ourselves, though. This is important in our community. Being a line of protection for us, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to, like, man, I ain't gonna lie. I want to. Like, I be in Allentown and Dallas, how I see they neighborhoods got the wall, and you come up in your hood, you got a wall on your hood and all that. I want the same thing for our hood. I want to see the brick wall one day, put some garages in the neighborhood, build a couple of houses with some garages in there, you know what I'm saying? My grandmother, when she died in 98, and we ain't had no garage in her house. You know what I'm saying? She don't know how it feel to pull up and have a garage safely in her house, and man, and that's something people in the community got to think about. We got to start developing our community, maybe. And people, if we got something to lose, we tend not to get in too much trouble. Right now, we ain't got nothing to lose. There ain't even no houses over there you can put your car in. You know what I'm saying? You can barely, you know what I'm saying?
It's very few houses.
Very few houses.
And it's also
You know what I'm saying?
home ownership. That's
No.
what makes a community, a collection of people that own homes.
Yep.
Not the young people. I think the old people own all the homes, and the young people, we ain't got, they still being held by the older generation. They won't release the funds. They won't teach us, and then they ain't even opening up to where we can help them too and learn about us. So that's us. We got to communicate with our ancestors.
We
what I'm saying?
do, but also that's where your financial literacy,
right,
and your resources, your resource program, and your training. Because once you're trained, you're able to go get a job, or you're trained in this, and you're able to put some money up and go on. And then once you own, then you come into your first time home owners, buyers, things like that. You're properly educated to move it, and we make these young people homeowners and all that. And once we got a community, now we can have our your lookout programs and all this. You can have your meetings as a community.
People own things too.
Right.
Like you said, I mean, if you got something to lose, all of a sudden you start acting a little different. You got nothing to lose, then.
Right.
There was a quote that I wrote down because I lived as a young man. I did some dumb things, but I thought about this one, but once I started getting some goals, it changed everything. I was like, I'm after this, which means that all this other stuff that's going on, you could come up to me with an idea of let's go do this, and I'm like, no, man, I'm on this path. Right. So you go do you, good on you. The quote is, if you stop and throw rocks at every dog that barks, you're never going to get you to your destination. Right. And I think a lot of times, all that stuff going on out there, he did this or she did that, or come on, let's do this. I'm like, man, that's all just barking dogs.
Right.
That ain't on my path.
No.
Right.
I'm headed this way.
Right.
So y'all go do that. Yep. But I'm not going to stop and throw rocks. I'm going.
Having them goals saved, for real, like, it saved you, bro, because I ain't gonna lie, a few weeks ago, I've been in a situation where, I was like, man, I ain't studying none of this.
Throw it away.
Throw it away.
Gotta go.
And when I got right there to throw it away, and all of a sudden, the white Jesus pulled up my Paul. I thought about Paul. I went like this. I said, Paul. I said, Paul, no.
He had a handful of rocks.
Yeah. Throwing at them dogs.
Bunch of dogs over there.
Gotta leave them barking dogs alone, man. Let them be. But they all gonna bark. That's the moral of the story. A dog bark.
A dog bark.
Yeah. So if you throw a rocket, it's gonna bark. So if you stop and throw a rocket, every bark, you're not gonna make it where you're going.
You ain't gonna make it where you're going.
And everybody else is gonna set your agenda. I mean, your life will be controlled by a bunch of people that don't give 2 rips.
Right.
You gotta stop, man. You gotta think. And that's our young people. They got to do a little bit more thinking out here. Be a little bit more smarter. Be a little bit more smooth when you move. Man, like I say, man, they shooting out here like in public. You know what I'm saying? Just at the club not too long ago. Well, the other day, man, some guys, you know what I'm saying? But they in situations out there they shouldn't even be in. You know what I'm saying?
Rest in peace, old Luck, man.
Rest in peace, Luck. Even rest in peace to whatever the people that they're even going through all of it because it's all senseless, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think, some situations we probably can talk it out or feel it out, man. We grown men out here, man. And we can't be too quick to lay each other down. You know what I'm saying? Like, we real quick to lay each other down. Like, kill him as soon as he do something. Kill him. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, that ain't cool. That got to stop. And they living their life out here like that. You feel me? So we got to kind of put a hand on that, man, and try to make people value life, man. Get some more value to life, bro. Ain't no value to life.
I mean, if you got nothing, respect's all you got.
That's it.
Right, and you're willing to kill for it.
Yeah. That's
Think about your kids, man.
We need to get
family.
We need to help people, and this is why I'm so excited about what y'all are doing. Is I think you're going to help people get a job, get some money, get some property, get stuff that you got more than just your respect. Now you've got, and it moves from something you got to protect constantly, and you could take from me to something that's in here, right? You can't.
Nobody can take that.
That concept work for the world too, cause like we do business with Russia, and we do business with Israel. Everybody do business with import, export, trade. That keep us from firing on each other. We doing business with each other. We ain't gonna kill off our money. You know what I'm saying? We do business.
But we gotta sit down and
I gotta get some of that coffee from
talk
over here.
to it. You know what I'm saying? So that type of
messing with the bag.
Yeah, so we gotta start doing that on the street. You know what I'm saying? We gotta start import, export with each other. You do business with the east, the west, the south, and the north. If all y'all doing business with each other, y'all know how to sit down at a round table and take care of that problem. You know what I'm saying? And get control of your people, man. Get control of your youth and get control of your community.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what we trying to bring to the table. That's why the programs, man, I love the programs that you written up, brother, and everything you bring it to the table and all that, man. Like, it's really to help get control of our community, man, and keep us safe, man, and out of jail, man. Ain't nothing like a wealthy, healthy, beautiful, non-prisonized community.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? You can date.
The possibilities are limitless.
It smell like Polo Cologne around there.
Smell like barbecue.
Everything.
That's a happy hood. A barbecue smelling hood is a happy hood.
You know what I'm saying? Nice cars. You know, that's what people want to see.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I want for my community. I want my community to show growth.
I'm just proud to be a part of this, man. I never saw myself doing something like this, being a case manager and part of a program that innovates and changes for my community from literally from inside the walls out. That's dope to me. I just. Every day I wake up, I'm grateful to be alive because I'm helping somebody, and I ain't think I'd be able to do that the way I was thinking and living some years ago, man. It's just almost like I'm in a whole nother body watching a whole new life, do something else because I was doing so much of that. This right here is like
you didn't even know it was coming.
I couldn't see it coming. I just kept praying about a change. I ain't know what kind of change.
That's how I know it's working.
I ain't know what kind of change. I just needed something else, something more, so I could be better for my family. Because a man that sees himself as a success and portrays that out on the universe and to the world, he gonna get that back. And his family already loves him. It doesn't. They don't matter that you not doing this or not doing that. They love you regardless. It's just a bonus. When you're doing extra and you're helping your community and you're kind or you're wise or you speak better. It just changes your whole concept of how you want to be. So now you can fashion who you want to be. If you want to be a good person, then you try your best to be a good person.
Hey, let me ask you this, Mac. A family has someone that just went back on parole or whatnot. Is there some way they can contact the offices and like, is this person eligible or something like that? Is it anywhere where an outside family that has a person that's eligible can call and make sure that those people are placed in those beds?
Well, soon we're trying to get a 24-hour hotline.
Okay.
That we're in our
bought the number.
Just
got
number.
it. Do we have the number?
Not yet.
Okay.
So
we should be having that number coming to you, everybody soon.
So let me tell you, Charlie, right? We're about to get a residence in the neighborhood where it's a 24-hour hotline, or not hotline, a helpline, where people in our ward can call if they're in legal trouble. They might be just too drunk to drive. You know, it's situations where people need help legally. So they call us. We get in contact with the proper parties, and we try to fix the problem. We try to make sure that either if they have bail, that we can get them in touch with a bondsman. If they need a ride from the place to their house, we can do that. This line is to prevent any added things that's already going on. We're trying to cut some of the things out so this person can make it home safely and wake up the next day.
Or beforehand, you know what I mean?
Like if you about to
problems, you get into anything, call us, bro. And we can sit down and maybe get to the round table to what the solution is. You know what I'm saying? We can we neutral. You can bring your people to the table. They can be on one end, we can be on the other, and we can get down to the problem of the situation. Right. You know what I'm saying? And just a lot of stuff got to stop. Just once the money, once the wealth and the growth in the hood in these communities start, you know what I'm saying? When we go from being the poorest state to now one of the top richest state, you know what I'm saying? And it starts changing culturally. Everything will start smoothing out in your neighborhood because we having a lot of broke beefs. You know what I'm saying? females, money, you know what I mean? And once we control people that know we're doing any of them levels, we'll be all right in this community, and that's what we doing. But we all got our things we fall short to. You know what I'm saying? We human beings out here. We ain't perfect, y'all.
No.
Don't sit up here and think EME, you might not see us in trouble one day. You might see us do a little fire here and there, but it's the
Hey, the streets know who we are. Y'all know Charlie Rock, Charlie Mac. They know who we are.
You know, people who know you, they know you.
You know, but we got good hearts. That's what we want them to know. Like, our heart is at a good intentions, man, to really get out here and help us as a unit, man. We didn't have to, man. We could, like I say, man, we could have created a program any kind of way, anything, and get money. You know, we created something to help our community. We actually trying to, you know what I'm saying, help the people around us. So we ain't be selfish with our lives. We giving people percentage of our lives. You know what I'm saying? And I think we should be loved and respected for that in our neighborhood. And that's what we for to show people to the blueprint, so they take our curriculum and try to manipulate the same thing in our neighborhood.
Copy and roll with.
You know what I'm saying? And we come together as life coaches and leaders.
That's what our game.
We able to get something done. You know what I mean?
And we want to put an APV out to all you gang members and all that on the man. Our place is also a resource where you brothers, man, can come, man, and hey, let's talk it out.
Right.
It ain't got to be public. It ain't got to be nothing, man. If y'all feel like, you know what I'm saying, it went a little bit too far, man, if we can talk it out or whatever, man, let us be a resource to you brothers, man. So if you brothers want to, you know what I'm saying, do something in a peaceful way, hit us up.
Right.
And we with that, man. We get a safe place where y'all can sit down and talk like men and, man, try to save some lives instead of putting some more of our brothers and sisters in the grave. So hit us up,
prison.
Man. Yeah.
I'm just tired of their parents crying, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to wake up and my son, you know, caught up like that, you know what I'm saying?
It's the worst.
So, you know what I'm saying? Something got to happen, you know what I mean? And we got to make that, we got to do what we got to do, bro. And we already chosen. If we weren't chosen, we wouldn't be in this situation. So everybody in this situation was chosen for something. Everybody, nigga, all of us. And God got this where we supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't be here if it weren't for that.
And we got to be more intentional with our actions. We can't beat around the bush. We got to be. It's a way to deliver a message. I understand that. I had to learn that on my own. But sometimes the message is clear. You know, sometimes the delivery might be off, but the message is clear. And we have to be intentional and straight up with people what we're talking about, because it's about accountability when we're dealing with violence. You can't keep saying that the system did this, did that, the blame game, when actuality you're physically doing it yourself.
Yeah.
The system does not have one hand tied up and grabbing you and making your hand pull that gun.
Yeah.
The system didn't make you do that.
Right.
It's always a choice. And a lot of times people say, I didn't have a choice. You do literally have a choice. Like not to do that and do something else.
Right.
It could take a beef of bumping somebody in the club and y'all shoulders hit. You don't have to turn around and look back at that dude. Keep walking. Because most of the time, it's from that look that's after the bump.
But people getting the game twisted too with this game stuff. They don't respect a family. They not respecting people's family. They family might be a little bigger than them. They family might hang on a little block more than them. But they not showing nobody no respect, dog. They bringing it to any family. They don't care about what his daddy did 10 years ago or what his mom could be or what can happen. You know what I'm saying? We got to start respecting each other, family, man, as a unit, bro. The mob don't go out and shoot and kill no anybody. I don't care what they say with this gang stuff, man. You just don't run out and just pull no trigger on no family like that. You know, something can happen, you know what I mean? And these people out here not doing it. So we just got to kind of build some family, man, build some respect. You know what I'm saying? That carry us a long way.
And a lot of time, respect can diffuse a whole situation, because we've been in those positions where we diffused situations because of the respect.
Right.
And you're 100% right about it. So we have to encourage the older brothers to demand your respect.
Yeah.
In your neighborhood, you have to demand your respect, and not violently. I'm saying by your presence being there in the neighborhood, your example as being a big brother or uncle or a dad, somebody who's bringing resources to your community instead of being a vampire and sucking things out of it. You have and the young people see that. They respect men that are older than them that have done something in the community and have a story. Like, man, he might have done that, but I look at him now.
Yeah.
Look what
They OGs.
Yes, and he's doing. You can recognize the good so much better than the bad memory. A bad memory can be forgotten, but that good, people remember that for a lifetime. So we got to push that lifetime.
We kind of respect it in our generation. We still had our respect for our big homies.
Yeah.
It's just the generation after us.
Right
they
after
not
us.
respecting nothing. They just bring it to your family, bro. They just hurt your kid, man. They put people in terrible situations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we just gotta, man. EME, man. We just trying to build a safe place in our community for our ward to come through. And if you ain't from our ward, man, hit us up, man. We can talk something out, man. You come over and kick it with us, see how we rock.
Yep.
Right. You know what I'm saying? We gonna take you through that, man. We got education, man. We got college, ABC. You know what I'm saying?
Career, entrepreneurship.
You know what I'm saying?
All of that.
University.
You know, we got rehabs. You know what I'm saying? If anybody need rehabs, because you know these drugs out here got a lot of these people like that too. They don't know how to function on their drugs.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So if it's a drug, because I noticed too. I know a kid. You know what I'm saying? That drugs actually brought his bipolarness out. A lot of people don't know that they messed up and all that, and they get on these drugs and they take them on another level. Now they done killed somebody and did all this, and they didn't know that they was messed up like that. So you know, some of these people need to go maybe see a counselor, man. See what
That's
they
what I was gonna
see
say.
if they died.
We got pro bono
to
counseling
see what's
sessions,
going on, so they know what drugs they can take and what limits they need to take. Because some of these people overdoing their lives and crashing out. You know what I mean? So that come with us. We got counseling, we got rehab, man.
Financial literacy classes, man. We got financial literacy classes about how to budget, how to make sure you pay your bills on time, because that keeps your credit score. That keeps your it's a process, you know. Paying your bills on time equals good credit. Good credit means you can buy, you can leverage your name more, and you can do more without paper money, because that's becoming irrelevant. Come on, y'all. We teaching here. We teaching y'all. This is what we trying to do. And all we want is love. And even if we don't get that, we still going to do it. Yeah. Because that's how EME is built. Yeah. We built to help.
Yeah, we think, man, like I say, man, we still hold, bro. They gave us a shot. You know what I'm saying? Like they gave 100 for everybody.
Y'all working it out.
You know what I'm saying? We coming up, you know what I'm saying? We coming up.
Y'all are innovating. It's inside out kind of stuff. How do you develop a community from the inside out? Y'all are working that out.
Yeah. Right. And it's saving us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We was like I say, man, you had 4. Hey, I didn't bring you no boo-boo up in here. You know what I'm saying? I brought you 4 street people, man. My friends and family, man, and we all had personal
scumbags
going through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
But you see us growth, though. We hear it. At least when you wake up, you like, okay, man, Turtle still here, Jock still here, Cave still here. You don't, and now we've been doing it so long, you kind of got a whiff that they're going to be here. You know what I'm saying? It changed us. At one point in time, we didn't even know we were going to be here. You know what I'm saying? We know we're going to die.
I thought we were going to stop a year ago.
Right.
It was it Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we're going to do it 3 months.
30 days.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, it was a 3 month joint.
30 days.
Kept on popping, man.
Year and a half now.
Right.
We went Tuesday by Tuesday.
Yeah. That's why this podcast is so
well, we didn't know what we were doing. I mean, we're just
at all
trying to figure out if we liked each other and if we're going to be able to figure out what to do.
You knew it was regular when he started feeding us. I ain't going to feed no more.
Right. I knew I had a good meal coming on Tuesday. I knew I had a good meal coming on Tuesday.
I blew my budget.
Y'all up in here.
Yeah, I blew my budget.
Yeah.
I'd love to have a meal. I'm hungry right now.
Right now.
We got to get up
hungry
be nibbling on some crackers in this drawer back
bigger
here.
Bigger budgets.
Yeah.
Bigger projects, bigger programs.
Bigger budgets, man. We ain't tripping.
That's what we up. We talking about.
We come here hungry and all and do what we got to do to get this information out. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about none of that with us. It's about actually really helping the people. Now, we do want our bonuses. We do feel like God's supposed to bless us with what we want. You know what I'm saying? Because we putting in our work to get there. But we also know that it takes patience. And it's going to take day for day, year for year, 5-year plans, 2-year plans. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The stuff come through. When I stop rushing things, I start seeing stuff. But I also know when I just got tired and blessed and I went to hollering and crying, it made something happen too. So it worked both ways. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to be grown enough.
Like that.
Right, yeah. Like that.
Yeah.
The whole thing is putting in that work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just working. And then man, look, for real, I don't. If it just comes out the sky like that,
it ain't working.
Yeah, you don't want it.
It's not great.
It's a trick.
It might be
a trick. It's the devil.
You gotta work.
It's a too easy.
You gotta work from ground up, man. You gotta learn how to do this. You gotta like shout out to King Caleb.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm Dr. Dre now. I'm producing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't in front of the camera no more. Right. And we learning it step by step. So we learning everything we need to learn step by. We getting it the right way. Instead of just the quick and on point way, we learning how to cross the T's and dot the I's.
You know, when we started Restore Hope back in 2016, it took us. So first step was try to create a community model that actually was producing outcomes. It took years, I thought for sure we'd get in there and jump in. It took years. Yeah. A real hard work. I thought we were done. Right. 4 different times I thought it was over. Yeah. And now just with the, down meeting with the group in Texarkana that's starting one, and then I was in Russellville today meeting with law enforcement, community members, and the Journey Church there is just fabulous, those folks, and they're starting one in their own community. And we're helping them launch the community thing, and they're going to be people that are getting help. So I guess what I'm saying is I would never want to go through that hard work again.
Right. Yeah.
But it was worth it.
It's worth it every minute.
Because there are a lot of people they're truck drivers now. They got their kids back. They were screwing around, and their kids got taken into foster care. In Arkansas, if your kids get taken into foster care, you're probably not going to get them back. Mm-hmm. 43% chance that those kids, they call it reunification. Right. But in the 100 families, when the communities work together, it's above 70% chance. So you're probably going to get them back.
All right.
If they'll work with you.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Because you know where all the help is.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And you've got tools, these assessments. So anyway, I just, like you say, I mean, it took years and years and years, really hard work. And it took a toll. But it was worth it. So I guess the message is, I'm not telling you it ain't gonna be hard. I'm just telling you it's gonna be worth it.
Yeah. Because you put in that work.
I'm the one that changed in all that work. I'm better than I used to be.
Right. You put in that work, Paul, because man, Paul would be in Blytheville or El Dorado,
New Orleans,
Texas, all in 1 week.
In the hills.
In 1 week. He be
I'm on the hills, man, with the family getting, man. You know what I'm doing, man. You cooking breakfast, you on reality shows, you on all kind of stuff. Hey, one of your shows, I was like, is Paul on a reality show? He was in there really cooking, had his apron on. I said, what's that?
The work Paul puts in, man, makes it easy for a lot of us. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you put in a lot of background work, man, and the work that you putting in has a whole state rolling. Yeah. So man,
he the gas.
Man, right.
He the gas. He put the
There's
gas.
a lot of good people. I'll tell you, in being able to, I do get to travel the state, and like I met a bunch of people in Russellville today, and I left there. I was riding with Sarah back, and I was like, man, those were some good people.
Yeah.
Right.
Like the state is better because those people are in it.
Right.
And we're just going to help them do things better because they love their community. You love your community. Mm-hmm. And we just need to be able to bring some resource to you.
Right.
So that
common ground, growth.
You know how and have some resource to be able to make it better.
Bring that technology.
And with being part of 100 Families and the case manager, it really showed me how to find resources for other people.
Right.
Because I'm used to trying to benefit from the resources. Like seriously, I'm used to thinking that.
No, we really got to go through the steps to find the resources.
I'm talking about in my mind, because a lot of people feel this way, and I know this for a fact about myself, learning myself, getting better with myself. Sometimes people expect things to go that way. They just expect it, and it's not that way. You got to work for it. Mm-hmm. And becoming a case manager, I have to work for my clients to find these resources for them. It's not just going to fall out of a tree. It's in a certain spot because Hope Art provides a very well put together system that allows me to find these sponsors and different people to plug. And it's amazing how that system works. Once you learned it, it's amazing how it just poof, poof, poof. And so we're so grateful for the 100 Family Initiative and Restore Hope and Empower My Environment. This is the EME Tuesday. And we're here to say salute to EME and salute to the programs that we bring to the table.
Man, we thank y'all.
We love you, Lil Rock.
We up.
We do this for the city.
Man, we appreciate you, man.
Appreciate y'all.
And you good at that counseling.
And we got a book on the way too, y'all, man. The Macadocious book, man. He writing, man, every day. We finna get that out there. Produced by EME.
It's coming. EME.
You know what I'm saying?
By God,
you know what I'm saying? The
we ain't gonna talk too much about it because we gonna present it on the show, baby.
Right there, man.
Video game too.
Yeah, we gonna have that like that there. Like that there.
Charlie Mack video game.
Yeah.
No, that's a turtle video game. That's a turtle video game. He gonna be jumping over the rabbit and stuff. That's another EME Tuesday. Holla at y'all, man. We'll be back next week.
Woo, woo.
As usual. Woo, woo.